Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, I'm back with another episode of the almighty TRTS Podcast. That's right, ghouls and gals. We're back with another episode, the last episode of the year, actually. Well, I think we're gonna have one more tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, this is the last episode of the year for all intents and purposes. But yeah, so I wanted to go off with a fucking bang. I wanted to do my yearly top 10 best and worst list of the 2023 movies, but I also wanted to review this movie that everybody's fucking talking about. And that movie is Rebel fucking Moon. That's right, ghouls and gals. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon.
Who among you is willing to die for what you believe?
Yeah, ghouls and gals. Rebel Moon. Where do I start? First off, I want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. It was a long road to fucking get here. Everything, my entire setup, like fucking messed up. OBS, the program that I use to stream live, like on Facebook and stuff like that, fucked up. Had to re-download that. Had to redo like hours of work that I did creating this little show for you all. And yeah, was just a fucking mess. And then on top of that, my fucking mouse broke. So I had to get another mouse. Yeah. And then on top of that, I had to watch fucking Rebel Moon.
Who is willing to die for what you believe?
But yeah, Rebel Moon, holy shit. This was the last movie of the year that I'm gonna review or watch. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too burnt out. I want to, kind of let the juices in my brain kind of just like simmer for a little bit and not watch a movie. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna watch Rebel Moon. Everybody's talking about it. Every time Zack Snyder makes a movie, everybody either goes crazy for it or they fucking hate it. I'm usually like right smack dab in the middle, right on the fence. I'm kind of always like, like I like some of his shit. I don't like some of his shit. For every like 300 in Man of Steel, he has like a fucking BVS. You know what I mean? A Batman versus Superman. But yeah, needless to say, Zack Snyder is super divisive. But yeah, Rebel Moon. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Holy shit. I went into this movie with an open mind. I'm not even gonna fucking front or lie or bullshit. I went into this movie with an open fucking mind. Because I know a lot of people right off the bat were like, oh, it looks fucking stupid. It looks like fucking Star Wars for fucking adults. It's like Zack Snyder just wants to make fucking dark, gritty Star Wars. And that's exactly what it fucking is. Oh my fucking god! That's exactly what it fucking is. It's just gritty adult Star Wars. It's literally every single fucking action, adventure, sci-fi movie ever created. It steals from literally every sci-fi movie that you could possibly fucking think of. Star Wars, Star Trek, fucking, or even Rick and Morty, fucking hell, it even steals fucking characters from other fucking movies. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, this movie has zero originality. Not a single fucking ounce of originality does this movie fucking have. This movie is as original as a fucking fart coming out of somebody's fucking ass. You know what I mean? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. It is just... I can't believe... I'm not even going to say that this movie's like offensively bad or so bad that it's good. It's just bad. It's just a bad movie. It's just doesn't... It's just insane to me that this movie's comprised of one single scene. They do one single scene over and 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 over again. And that scene is we meet hero character. We get introduced to hero character's background. Hero character agrees to help our main character. Rinse and repeat. And that goes on for 2.5 fucking hours. And after like the third or fourth time that they do it, it just gets fucking meticulous and fucking tedious and just fucking boring, and it just feels like if I'm watching like somebody play a video game, like I'm watching somebody's live stream of a video game and like they're playing Halo, but I don't know anything about Halo and I just came in the middle of the stream and I'm just like kind of watching the cutscenes. That's what it feels like watching Rebel Moon. You're getting thrown into this like story that they don't explain anything. They make it seem like if we've known these characters, that we grew up with these iconic characters that Zack Snyder's created, and you know what I mean? It's just they don't explain anything. It's not that the movie's like confusing or anything. It's just it has no fucking plot. It's just rinse, repeat, recycle that exact fucking scene. We meet the hero. We get the hero's mission. We get their backstory. We fucking they ask them, hey, do you want to, the main character, Korra, asks them, hey, do you want to help me fight against the bad space Nazi guys? Sure, I'll help you fight. Oh, you're not even going to ask me why or how I'm going to fight them? Nope, I'll help you fight. Oh, okay. And then they just go into like a long exposition about, I'm from the Quadra Star Sector System, and I'm a fucking asshead donkey raping shit eater from the Malua Lua Lua Laka 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 clan, and I will too fight for the motherland. And I'm like, what the fuck is all this bullshit? What are you talking about? Whenever it just sounds like generic fucking space jargon, blah, 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 blah. You've heard this a million times. This is every other fucking space movie that you've ever fucking seen. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. And also, how many fucking slow motion shots can you put in a movie, Zack Snyder? At one point in the fucking movie, he was just slow-moing everything. Motherfucker was going slow-mo crazy. At one point, somebody dropped like some peanuts on the floor, and that was fucking slow-mo. Why the fuck are you slow-moing fucking peanuts, dude? What the fuck? Fuckity fuck? Are you serious? That's what we're doing now? Every time a character makes a movement or does anything, slow motion. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Slow motion doesn't look cool anymore. It's corny and dumb and lame and whack and 90s as fuck. Zack Snyder, you are not John Woo. You know what I mean? Like, oh my fucking God. You do not need a million slow motion shots in the fucking movie. Also, speaking of trying to be cool, that's another thing. This movie is fucking way more fucking concerned with being super fucking cool and getting its like cinematic dick sucked than it is like being a good movie. And like it's so worried about being cool that it ends up becoming like this corny fucking like, you know what I mean? It's like that dude who like tries to like get into like young people shit, and he's like, 35 years old, and he's still being like, hey, you guys heard the fucking new Taylor Swift record or whatever? And it's like, bro, give it up, man. That's what this movie fucking feels like. It's like, who the fuck, what? Is Zack Snyder a fucking 14-year-old in disguise? Is he 3 12-year-olds stacked on top of each other wearing a trench coat? Is that what Zack Snyder is? Is that what that is? He's 3 fucking 12-year-old kids? Because I can only think of that a 12-year-old kid would make a fucking movie like that with characters like Blood Axe. Like, what? For real, dude? For real? I don't know. This movie, it just feels like tedious and boring and long. For the first 30 minutes of the movie, nothing fucking happens. They're on this fucking farm planet, and they're just trying to convince Korra, the main character, they're like, hey, you gonna fuck that generic white guy? Come on, fuck generic white guy. Generic white guy is a good guy. Generic white guy told me that he liked you a lot. Why don't you go and have sex with generic white guy? Leave her alone. She doesn't want to fuck generic white guy. Maybe she doesn't like generic white guy that much. Like, god damn, movie. And then once that passes, we get into the action, and it's just more people giving more exposition about other characters that we haven't seen yet, nor that we'll ever see. They'd be like, oh, that character, he's dead. Hey, did you like that cool character? Oh, he's a betrayer. Oh, also that other character that you liked, they're also dead. Oh, and that robot that you like in the beginning, he comes out in 3 minutes of the movie. So yeah, this movie is just disappointing all the way around. I mean, I don't know how anybody could just like sit here and be like, this is really good, I like this a lot. I mean, unless you just like seeing like cool looking shit. I guess if you watched it on mute and you didn't care what was going on and you just kind of slightly glanced over like every now and again and you're just like, hey, cool bird, I like that. Hey, they're in space, I like that. Hey, did he just shoot a laser gun? I like that. Hey, does she have a lightsaber? I like that. That's the only reason I could feel like anybody would like this movie. This movie has like zero substance, zero originality. It's dull. It's long for no fucking reason. And we're gonna get, another cut of this movie. We're gonna get a Snyder cut of this movie, even though we should have just gotten the Snyder cut of this movie. Also, another thing, I'm looking at the trailer that I have playing up here in the corner, and like, I want to say like 90% of the scenes that they showed in that trailer right there did not come out of the movie at all. None of them come out of the movie. You know, like how in the trailer they show like everybody has like a lightsaber? One character has like a red glowing like ninja sword. Yeah. You know what I mean? It honestly feels like Zack Snyder like got mad that he didn't get invited to like the Star Wars meeting, and he was like, well, I'll make my own Star Wars movie with cocaine and hookers, and they'll have sex and it'll be cool. There'll be boobies too. Like that's kind of what it feels like Zack Snyder did with this here. But yeah, long story short, ghouls and gals, did not like that. Was not a fan. Was not a fan of Rebel Moon. Not looking forward to Rebel Moon 2, the fucking, what was it, the AIDS giver, the Scar giver, the Scar giver, and its comic book and video game and other sequels, whatever is going on with that. Count me out. But yeah, moving on to the reason why y'all are all here, and that is the best and worst list of the year. I wasn't sure what to start it off with, if I should start off with like the good and then the bad, but I feel like I should do the good after like kind of shitting on like fucking Hack Snyder and his Rebel Moon bullshit. I feel like I need like a palate cleanser, if you will. You know what I mean? Like if I need something to cleanse the soul, free me of that little dirty rock and roll and let me fucking drift away, sugar mama, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like I need something like that. So yeah, I'll probably just do the good ones first. Yeah, you know what? We'll do the good ones first. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Number 10 on the list of my favorite movies of 2023 is... Well, before I say that, I just want to say one thing. I didn't watch every fucking movie this year. I didn't see every single movie that's come out this year. So if you're like, hey, well, what about this movie? Hey, what about that one? How come you didn't put that one in? I probably didn't see it, or I probably didn't like it. And if you don't like what I like, sorry. But yeah, these are my personal favorite movies for 2023. Number 10 is Creed 3, starring Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, and Jonathan Majors. Yeah, it feels like you have to say Jonathan Majors' name like under your breath, right? But yeah, number 10 for my top 10 favorite movies of 2023 is Creed 3. Yeah, I really enjoyed Creed 3. I know some people aren't fans of the Creed series, but I love me a good boxing movie. I love me some Rocky, and I honestly think Michael B. Jordan does a good fucking job in this movie. And I think Jonathan Majors, oddly enough and eerily enough, is a goddamn good villain, especially in this movie. He really brought out the brutality, intensity of like a boxer that's fucking crazy, which is really weird to say out loud now that we know what we know about Jonathan Majors. But yeah, Creed 3, I really enjoyed Creed 3. I thought it was filmed really well. I love the way that they filmed the boxing and stuff. It felt like a actually real boxing match. And I also like that Michael B. Jordan incorporated like some anime shit in this movie. We get the Goku slash Frieza Dragon Ball Z punch to the gut. We get a lot of cool shit in this fucking movie. Again, I like the villain. I like the hero. I like the fights. I like the drama. I like the tension. Um, Creed 3 is a super fun movie, super action packed, a great story. If you love boxing movies, if you like Michael B. Jordan, if you still like Jonathan Majors, go ahead and check out Creed 3. If you haven't, that is my pick for number 10 of the fucking year. Diamond Dame coming at him. R.I.P. Jonathan Majors' career. And coming in at number 9, feeling fine, is Let Me Talk to You, aka Talk to Me, Baby. Yeah, talk to me, Roxanne. Oh, yeah, fucking Talk to Me by A24, the fucking house that keeps on giving. I really enjoyed Talk to Me. Talk to Me was my favorite horror movie of the year. So original, so inventive, so scary. Actually scary. Had a few cool scary moments. Just all around really well made. And you know what I mean? It didn't feel like it was trying too hard. Didn't feel like it was pandering. It didn't feel like fucking Rebel Moon where it was like we're too busy trying to be fucking the cool scary movie. But yeah, it was just good old fashioned good scary movie fun. Really enjoyed the story. I like the idea of like holding like a hand, like a fucking undead hand, and be like whoa, and then like getting like possessed. Like this was a better possession movie than fucking The Exorcist, fucking Believer, which we'll get into that shit fest in a little bit. But yeah, Talk to Me. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the original premise. For one, you know, people always say like Hollywood has run out of original ideas. There's no more original movies out there. See, Talk to Me. I mean, I want to say that this year was a great year for original films. I like to say that I got a few original films on my top 10 films of 2023. Also, let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite movie of the year? What was your worst movie of the year? What is your favorite movie in general? Let me know in the comments below, motherfucker. And also, we are live, bitch. This is not pre-recorded. We are fucking live. I'm inside your fucking TV screen, motherfucker, in your phone while you're taking a dump. You're fucking watching the Ryan T show, baby boy, baby girl. But yeah, I enjoyed Talk to Me. Talk to Me was fucking awesome. Also, I love a good Australian accent. But yeah, coming up on number 8. Number 8, feeling great. Is TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Motherfucking Mayhem. Jesus Christ, I didn't think the Ninja Turtles could be even more stylish than they already were, but this movie managed to make these characters even more cool, more stylish, more youthful, more fresh. Who would have thought that hiring actual kids to portray these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would have actually fucking worked? This movie, like I said, feels fresh. It feels good. It feels like, you know, familiar, but like, you know, done in a way that it should have been done a long time ago. And I can't wait for the second one. And I also like when Seth Rogen does cartoons. I mean, he's fucking hitting it out of the park. Invincible, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Boys. He may let this man do some more fucking cartoons and comic book shit, motherfucker. Just don't let him near Green Hornet again. But yeah, I love TMNT. I love the cast. Love Ice Cube as Superfly. I also like that they brought all these random fucking characters from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We never really lean into like the heavy mutant aspect of the Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? It's always like the action in the ninja side, and we never lean into the mutant and or teenage side of those characters. So I really dug that they did that. We really got to see these characters be teenagers for once, and not just big turtle ninjas. But yeah, number 8, TMNT, Mutant Mayhem. Really dug that one. Coming in at my number 7 spot is gonna be But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. That's right. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 Volume 3, motherfucker. GOG 3, Guardians of the G, Part 3. Yeah, I really fucking dug Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I think it was the only good thing that Marvel made this year, to be honest with you. Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, it was the only good thing that Marvel made this year. Aside from like Loki season 2, which I didn't even finish watching it. I just watched like the first 2 episodes of it and I stopped watching it. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was my favorite Marvel thing of the year. It was so good, so heartfelt, so action packed. It gave these characters an amazing send off and just so emotional, so well done. James Gunn, like going out on the highest of high fucking notes ever. It is amazing to leave on just like, hey, I made the best thing of 2023 for Marvel. So mic drop. And now I'm gonna go fucking hang out with Batman and Superman and make some DC fucking movies. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Volume 3, number 7. Or yeah, right? We're on number 7? Number 7 at my favorite 2023 movies. But yeah, I love Rocket Raccoon. I love Teefs as well. But yeah, I really dug Guardians of the G. Can't wait to see what they got for Star-Lord next. Hopefully it doesn't fucking suck. Speaking of things that don't suck, and speaking of monsters, Godzilla -1 is my number 6 pick for my favorite movie of 2023. Holy shit. Holy shit. They made like an Oscar worthy Godzilla movie. Like this is a legit good movie. Like you could take Godzilla out of this movie and this movie would still be a good movie. That's how good this movie is. And I'm going to say movie one more time. Movie. But yeah, Godzilla -1. Holy shit. I was blown away. My wig split. I had to pick it up, put it back on my head. Yeah, I was blown away by the quality of this movie. An amazing story, amazingly directed, amazingly acted, and just like all around the perfect way to bring Godzilla, like not bring Godzilla back, but to present Godzilla in a serious light and to make Godzilla scary. I had never been scared of Godzilla before. They made this motherfucker feel like Jaws the shark. I love the way that they used him. They used him very sparingly. He kind of just came out every now and again, as opposed to like the current American Godzilla movies where he's like in every fucking shot of the movie. But yeah, sometimes less is more, and this movie really showed us that. If you have a good movie like Godzilla -1, which is our, again, number 6 pick for my favorite movies of 2023, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? This movie was just so good, so well done. So good. Godzilla -1. Go see it if you haven't seen it, motherfucker. And number 5, coming in on my number 5 spot for my favorite movies of 2023 is gonna be What Was I Made For? That's gonna be Barbie. Who would have thought? 2023 is the year that shocked me the most in movies. Who would have thought that Godzilla and Barbie would have two of the best movies of 2023? Who the fuck would have thought at all that Barbie would have had a good movie in 2023? I never would have thought that Barbie would be on my top 10 movies of 2023, but here we fucking are in the year 2023 of our Lord. But yeah, Jesus Christ, man, Barbie. How fucking good was that movie, man? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, just had an amazing message, was actually funny, was well directed, was well acted, and visually fucking stunning. The fucking Barbie world or land or whatever looked fucking amazing. Just so fucking imaginative, so well done. This movie could have been super fucking stupid. I thought this movie was going to be super fucking stupid, but it ended up being It ended up being pretty heartfelt, pretty fucking clever, pretty smart, and something that I would definitely watch again. I might watch fucking Barbie after I finish talking to you, ghouls and gals. But yeah, loved Barbie. Loved the Kinergy. Loved Ryan Gosling as Ken. Margot Robbie as Barbie. She was like fucking born to play fucking Barbie. But yeah, love this movie. I don't think there's any movie based on toys that I like more than this movie, aside from Toy Story, maybe. But yeah, Barbie, let's go Barbie, let's go party. Your movie was fucking amazing. And moving on to my number four pick for my favorite movies of 2023. That's going to be Across the Spider-Verse with my man, Miles Morales. That's right, ghouls and gals. Gotta represent for my homeboy, Miles Morales, man. I loved Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So stylish, so visually fucking pleasing, and legit good movie. You know what I mean? People are always sleeping on animated fucking movies, man. You know what I mean? Especially animated movies that are like based on superheroes and shit like that. You know what I mean? I think Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 and Part 2 are testaments to what you can do in animation and how impactful animation can be and how fucking stylish and how fucking cool it can be. Plus, you can get away with so much fucking shit in animation that you can't get away with in real life. And also, how fucking cool is Miles Morales, man? Oh my god, that character just reeks fucking cool, but like in the most innocent way, nonchalant way possible. He's like the modern day Marty McFly. You know what I mean? Like he really does have that kind of like vibe to me, like a Marty McFly vibe. You know what I mean? Like effortlessly cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, Across the Spider Verse. I can't wait what they do with the next movie. I can't believe it ended on a fucking cliffhanger. Oh my god, talk about the cliffhanger of 2020 fucking 3. Seeing Miles fucking chained up on that pole when evil Miles comes in, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? I feel like I was watching an episode of like an old episode of Batman where they're like, tune in next week to find out what happens to Miles. But fuck, I will be there as soon as they drop Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 2 or whatever they're going to call it. But yeah, Across the Spider-Verse is my number 4 pick for my favorite movies of 2023. And moving on to my number 3 pick for my favorite movie. We're getting up close to the number 1 spot, ghouls and gals. But coming up on my third pick for my favorite movies of the year, it's going to be Iron Claw, The Iron Claw, starring Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, Harris Dickinson, Maura Tierney, Stanley Simmons, Holly McKinley, and Lily James. I was gonna say Allen. Holy fuck. But yeah, Iron Claw. Holy shit. This movie like decimated me. This movie like emotionally gave me the stone cold stunner. This movie emotionally suplexed me onto the fucking squared circle that is fucking life and mortality. Holy fuck. The Iron Claw was just so beautifully sad, so well done. If you're a wrestling fan, if you're a fucking movie fan, you need to go see The Iron Claw. The Iron Claw is just so fucking good. Zac Efron gives an Oscar award worthy performance in this fucking movie, as does everybody else in this movie. This movie is like a love letter to wrestling fans, to movie fans, to fucking just Zac Efron fans, High School Musical fans. But yeah, this movie is just so fucking good. And that's why it's my number 3 pick for my favorite movies of 2023. I'm a diehard wrestling fan as well as a diehard fucking movie fan. And yeah, the Iron Claw was just so amazing. Just so amazing. But emotionally devastating. If you're gonna go watch this movie in theaters, or if you're gonna watch this movie at home, get ready to fucking cry like a baby back bitch. You're gonna fucking cry, or if not, be on the verge of crying, because this movie is so fucking sad. It will get you in the feels. This movie had me missing brothers that I will never fucking have. I'll put it to you like that. But yeah, The Iron Claw. Go see it, ghouls and gals. But yeah, coming up on my number two spot. We are all the way up to number 2. But before we get into my number 2 pick, I want to do a couple of honorable mentions. One honorable mention I wanted to do was The Creator. I love The Creator, starring Denzel Washington's kid, John David Washington. And I also love the Evil Dead Rise. Those 2 movies were incredibly amazing. However, they just didn't make the cut because I felt like they couldn't contend with the top 2 movies that I have here. But yeah, Evil Dead Rise and The Creator, shout out to you all, honorable mention. Sorry you didn't make the list, but I did enjoy those movies as well. But yeah, coming up on my number 2 pick for my favorite movies of 2023, it's going to be Oppenheimer. That's right, ghouls and gals. Oppenheimer, the man that changed the world, the bomb that changed the world, starring Cillian Murphy and directed by fucking a real director, fucking Christopher Nolan. Yeah, Oppenheimer. This is big boy cinema. This movie was just amazing. Amazing. From head to toe, amazing. Seeing this in IMAX was a fucking experience. I thought that this was going to be fucking boring. I thought that this movie was going to be just boring. I thought it was just going to be fucking boring, but holy shit, did I strap myself in for a fucking roller coaster ride, motherfucker. Cillian Murphy just fucking acts his motherfucking heart out in this goddamn movie. And this movie is just so like relentless, so gut-wrenching, so masterfully done. That's why fucking Christopher Nolan is the fucking GOAT. That's why he does GOAT fucking things, because he makes movies like this shit right here. He fucking put his whole fucking vagina in this movie. Christopher Nolan went off like a motherfucker in this movie. This movie is like fucking modern art, and I am not even fucking playing with you or being fucking joking around. This movie is fucking modern goddamn art. And if you don't like this movie, you do not like good fucking movies. I have to put your fucking taste in question, because holy fucking shit, Oppenheimer was the fucking GOAT. Well, it was the baby GOAT, because the movie after this is number 1, and there can only be one GOAT. But yeah, Oppenheimer, holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, I had such a fucking internal struggle of whether to pick Oppenheimer or the movie that I picked for number 1, and I kept going back and forth. I kept being Oppenheimer number 1, the other movie number 1, oh, number 2, Oppenheimer, the other movie number 2, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I just finally had to say, yes, Oppenheimer was visually amazing. Yes, Oppenheimer was well done and all that good stuff. But it just wasn't Killers of the Flower Moon. And that is my number 1 pick for my favorite movie of 2023. Holy shit. Killers of the Flower Moon was, when I tell you that a movie is like will move you and make you feel shit, Killers of the Flower Moon will make you feel like, it'll make you want to go up to a Native American and be like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, for shit that you ain't even a fucking part of. I'm a Mexican dude. I didn't do anything to those people. But after watching the Killers of the Flower Moon, I felt fucking bad. This movie is just so fucking, it's I guess in the best way possible. This movie is scary as fuck. You know what I mean? It is just so realistic. It is just so fucked up and eye-opening to see the history of these Native American people. And obviously I was aware of them. I've read a fucking book. I went to fucking school. But just the way that Martin Scorsese frames this movie, the way that he doesn't shy away from showing how evil these fucking characters were and the bad shit that they did to these fucking people. is just so fucking eye-opening, so gut-wrenching, so fucking powerful. Holy shit, this movie is an experience. If you didn't get to see this movie in IMAX, in an IMAX theater, or see it in theaters at all, you are doing yourself a fucking service. This movie was just so fucking well done. Killers of the Flower Moon is the fucking GOAT. Hey, Michael, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in. And Happy New Year, everybody. If I don't see you, if you don't see me, Happy New Year, man. Can't say Merry Christmas. That's over with. But yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon. Holy shit. Talk about a fucking movie. If you haven't seen this movie, if you're on the fence about seeing this movie, if you have any reservations about seeing this movie, kick those motherfucking reservations into the trash can and go see this goddamn movie now. But yeah, moving on to other movies that you shouldn't see. Uh, we're going to do my top 10 worst movies of 2023. Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2023, as many good movies we had this year, we had a shit ton of shit. There was a there was a lot of moments where I was swimming through the cinematic shit waters. That was 2023. But yeah, holy God. But kicking off our before we get into that, let me wet the whistle a little bit. But yeah, whew. But yeah, going into our number 10 spot, our dime piece of this shit sandwich is Foggy Mountain. Please don't destroy the treasure of Foggy Mountain. If nepotism was a movie, it would be this movie. These guys are the sons of like famous comedy writers. One of them is the son of Conan O'Brien's sidekick. Another one is not Conan O'Brien. Jimmy Fallon's sidekick, and another one is an SNL writer's dad. And yeah, so yeah, if this was nepotism, it would be this movie, man. And this movie, I love the Please Do Not Destroy. I love SNL. Love Please Do Not Destroy. I think they're super fucking funny. Their skits are probably like the best parts of SNL. But holy motherfucking God, did they drop the ball with this. I don't even know what this was supposed to be. It felt like a ripoff of Without a Paddle, that Matthew Lillard and Seth Green movie, where they find themselves without a paddle. But yeah, this movie felt exactly like that. Three guys, three corny white dudes go out into the wilderness to find some sort of treasure, just like Without a Paddle. Hilarity ensues, just like Without a Paddle. Except this movie's bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not funny. It just tries to do this random, like, Gen Z, like, weird humor where they're just like, and they start doing random, like, musical numbers, and it's just, like, loud noises, like, all the time. And they think, like, being funny is being like, turkey sandwich! Like, saying shit like that randomly. Like, what? What are you talking about? Take your ADD medication. What? You know what? You don't know what the fuck? Yeah, key difference. Michael has an exact great point right here. Key difference is Without a Paddle is good. Yeah, Without a Paddle is an actual good movie. This movie is just fucking bad. I don't know what they were aiming with here. I feel like the days of making an entire movie around an SNL skit is long and gone. It just felt like a long SNL skit. It felt like it should have ended within 5 minutes of the movie. And just the whole idea of them trying to be like the workaholics, but not doing any of the cool things like the workaholics do, like drink beer or smoke weed or like anything remotely like cool, just makes the movie like feel like lame and like nerdy and for like comedy dorks or some shit like that. But yeah, Please Don't Destroy the Treasure of Foggy Mountain. Very bad. Do not waste your time. I wasted my time for you, so you don't have to. But yeah, moving on to the number 9 spot here in the worst movies of 2023 is going to be You People. Yes, You People. That movie. The movie where they did that weird CGI kiss between Jonah Hill and that other chick. I forget her name. Nipsey Hussle's wife. There you go. Yeah, this movie was just so bad, so generic, and I wanted it to be funny. I like Jonah Hill. I like Eddie Murphy, and it was just so bad. We're in the year 2023. We're going to be in the year 2024. The whole joke of like, isn't it funny? I'm white and she's black, but we're dating? That's not funny anymore. That's never really been all that funny or all that shocking. You know what I mean? You can't write a whole 90-minute movie around the idea of like, haha, y'all are black, I'm white, so funny, we're different, are people funny? Huh? Like, no. What? No. I expected so much better from a movie written by someone that's actually funny like Jonah Hill. I know he's funny. And by somebody like Eddie Murphy, who I'm sure had input in this movie. Yeah, this one just missed the mark. Totally missed the mark. I hate to be one of those dudes. I hate to coin one of the right-wing phrases, but you go woke, you go broke sometimes. This movie went too fucking woke and was too fucking interested in like pointing out like, oh, black and white people, they're so different. Isn't that so funny? Like, I guess, whatever. I don't know. The movie just felt really lame, really corny, fell flat for me. Did not like it at all. Coming up on my number 8 spot is White Men Can Jump. Yes, the remake, not the cool movie starring Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. This piece of shit right here. Oh God, I felt like 2023 slash like late 2022 was the year that like Hollywood really tried to like get us to like Jack Harlow. Like they really like tried to shove Jack Harlow down our throat, and we were all like, no, no, we already had a Macklemore. We don't want one that comes out in movies. So yeah, did not like this one. Not just because Jack Harlow comes out in it. Oh well, he comes out in it. I mean, I wouldn't mind if he was good in the movie, but it's so bad. He's so bad in the movie. He's so bad in the movie. And the movie's doesn't remotely even resemble White Men Can Jump. It has none of the like attitude, none of the like quick comedy, none of the just that right there. It has none of the fucking attitude of the original fucking movie. It feels like this squeaky clean, sanitized version, you know what I mean? And the movie feels like it takes forever for them to get through the entire fucking movie. The movie's probably like 90 minutes long and it feels like 900 minutes long. It just feels like it takes so long for this movie to get going. And when it finally gets going, you're just like, why did I even want this to get going? I don't know what was up with 2023 and its obsession with trying to make like bad basketball movies. We had like that movie with Woody Harrelson, Champions. We had this one, White Men Can Jump, and we also had House Party that had like a weird basketball subplot because like LeBron James wanted to be in the movie. I should have put that movie on this fucking list, to be honest with you. Dishonorable mention, House Party. I'm gonna lump you in with White Men Can't Jump. Y'all are basically like the same fucking movie. But yeah, fucking terrible. So terrible. White Men Can Jump, so bad. Unfunny, lame, corny, just all around just like not good. Nobody asked for it. Nobody wanted it. Just move on. And coming up here on the number 7 spot is gonna be Candy Cane Lane, ghouls and gals. That's right, Candy Cane Lane. Once again, Eddie Murphy makes the list of the top 10 worst movies of 2023. Look, I don't hate Eddie Murphy, like I just stated. I really like Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is one of my favorite like comedic actors of all time, but holy shit, he just makes really bad fucking movies now. Like he literally just makes bad movies now. Like I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Candy Cane Lane, if you couldn't have judged from the fucking poster right here, is fucking terrible. It is literally fucking bad. The movie has like this weird identity crisis, which I think that's what's going on with Eddie Murphy. I think he's having some sort of fucking identity crisis. Like he doesn't know what kind of actor he wants to be, if he still wants to be an actor, if he still wants to even try. Um, this movie feels like it wants to be like a horror movie and like a comedy, family comedy movie all at the same time. The plot of this movie is essentially Eddie Murphy signs a blood pact with a Christmas demon, and said Christmas demon is just like, I'm gonna fucking turn your family into like fucking toys and play with them, bitch. If you don't fucking do this shit for me. But yeah, it's just not a good movie. Just such a not a good movie. It is so boring, so dull, so unfunny. Oh my god, here's a drink of my beer. Unfunny, and you see, I didn't even miss a beat. Unfunny, and just complete letdown, man. I expected better from Eddie Murphy. I really wanted better from Eddie Murphy. Hopefully, this isn't any indicator of what Beverly Hills Cop 4 is going to be, because if it is, holy shit, we are in for a bad ride. But moving on, and speaking of Netflix, Heart of Stone is our next pick. Heart of Stone, Netflix original movie starring Gal Gadot, and I hate to say this, and I hate to be that guy, but I am gonna be that guy. Gal Gadot can't fucking act. Yeah, I said it. Gal Gadot can't fucking act. She, yeah, Crispin Demon does sound metal as hell, but once you see it in action, you're just like, this is the least heavy metal thing of all time. But, yeah, Heart of Stone is just so bad. It was like Gal Gadot's attempt of trying to make like a female James Bond, but like with no charisma or no attitude or no cool factor whatsoever. Yeah, this isn't a good movie. It's just very bad. It feels like it came off of like an assembly line. It feels like if they made this movie in some like dark, weird, cold factory, like if they just were like we need a hot woman, action, Netflix, watch now. Yeah, this movie feels like cold and calculated and soulless and so fucking corporate. Like it just feels so like it feels like icky to watch a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it kind of just feels like, am I watching like a commercial for like products that Gal Gadot is wearing? Like it just, ugh, yeah. This movie just feels so like slimy, so corporate, so gross. I'm gonna move on. Speaking of corporate greedy losers, Shazam 2 is our next pick here for our top 10 worst movies of 2023. That's right. Shazam, Fury of the Gods is my next pick for the top 10 worst movies of 2023. Shazam 2 was so bad that it effectively ended Zachary Levi's career and effectively gave that poor man a fucking mental breakdown. Zachary Levi was running around Comic Cons going, please watch Shazam 2! It's good! I swear it's good! Like he was like fucking freaking out there for a minute. He was like on social media like screaming to the heavens, somebody watch Shazam 2! Please! And nobody wanted to watch it. Just yeah, nobody was watching it. But yeah, Shazam 2 was just not good. Just so generic, so corny, so run of the mill, so childish. They took what was a very charming first movie. I really enjoyed the first Shazam movie. The first Shazam movie was so fucking charming. It reminded me of the movie Big, but with like magic powers. You know what I mean? Like instead of turning into Tom Hanks, he turned into a superhero. And I really dug that. And this movie like kind of somehow missed all of the stuff that made the other one really like heartfelt and really cool and really like kind of fun, and they just made this one very like cookie cutter and kind of like generic. And I don't know if it's because of the superhero fatigue or if people were just kind of tired of DC movies or superhero movies in general, or if they just felt like, oh, this movie doesn't matter, like we're never going to see Shazam again, we're never going to see this version of this character, probably never going to see Shazam again at all. So why should we see this movie? Much like Aquaman, I feel like Aquaman's getting this kind of same treatment, right? People are like, why are we gonna watch Aquaman 2? We're never going to see this version of Aquaman again. There's no more DCEU. You know what I mean? So why are we even going to watch this? But yeah, not only did that kill Shazam's box office, but it also killed my interest for the movie at all. And once I watched the movie, I was like, this is just really bad. And the idea to make an all-new villain that you don't care about, a villain that nobody knows about, is just really bad too. The movie just didn't work. It just took this too childlike approach. It just wasn't gonna work. Shazam wasn't gonna work. It wasn't gonna be one of those things that was sustainable. Asher Angel, the guy that plays Shazam, is like taller than Zachary Levi now. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just one of those things that is not gonna work out. And speaking of things that don't work out but seemingly still keep happening, The Nun 2 is my next pick for the worst movies of 2023. That's right, ghouls and gals. The Nun 2 is my number 3 pick for the worst movies of 2023. The Nun 2, how do they keep making these movies? I mean, I know how. I know the answer. They make money because like people go and see them for some reason they have a fucking audience, but holy fucking shit, this movie was so fucking bad. What was going on in this movie? I felt like if I was watching like a bad soap opera movie that just so happened to feature a demon. Like, what was this? And at the end of the movie, the fucking hot nun goes like Super Saiyan and then fights against the bad nun. And the other bad nun is like so fucking incompetent that I don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? It's just like, what is this movie? It had such a good story. It had decent characters. It has a good premise, but they just can't fucking execute it. They just cannot execute the landing on this movie. It is just so bad. So fucking bad. But I will say, it kind of verges into so bad that it's good territory. Like, this movie just has so many instances where, like, I just couldn't help but laugh. Like, the goat boy running around doing goat boy things, man. I love the goat boy. The goat boy in this movie, that, like, made the movie for me. That was fucking awesome. But yeah, this movie just... Oh, God, man. Yeah, this movie, man. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Moving on to my number 2 pick for the worst movies of 2023. It's going to be The Exorcist Believer. I believe this movie is fucking terrible. Yeah, this movie was really fucking bad. I was really looking forward to The Exorcist Believer. They kept saying it's going to be a return to form. You know, we're going to do a good job with it. It's going to be the same people that did the Halloween movies. And I should have fucking known. I should have fucking known that the same motherfucker who made Halloween Kills, or Halloween Ends rather, was not gonna make a good Exorcist movie. I'm surprised he didn't fucking put that stupid fucking Corey fuckhead in this fucking movie. What was his fucking name in the Corey Cunningham? I'm surprised Corey Cunningham wasn't in this fucking Exorcist movie. But yeah, The Exorcist Believer, so bad. Oh my God, it felt like a religious propaganda film. Like that, it felt like The Sound of Freedom, but instead it had like a possession in it. And the other thing that I want to point out is, why wasn't there an exorcism in this movie? The movie's called The Exorcist. Why wasn't there an exorcist in The Exorcist, or an exorcism in The Exorcist movie? That's what I want to fucking know. Yeah, that's what I want to fucking know. But that's not what makes this movie bad. What makes this movie bad is that it is just so run of the fucking mill. It is like every other Exorcist movie that we have ever fucking seen. And that's the problem. We have seen so many exorcism movies and so many movies about the devil that this shit has lost all impact. All impact. We are not scared of possession movies, especially ones that are done like this, where you just have some like little Corey for life, where you just have some like little girl with like crappy fucking makeup going, did the power of Christ compel you? Like, what the what? I also like that in this movie, the white parents just kind of like gave up, like on the Exorcist girl, like on their daughter, and they just let her like terrorize the house. Meanwhile, like the black dad was like not having it at all. Like he like was like on the verge of like bitch slapping his daughter. He was like, I don't give a fuck if you got the devil in you. You ain't gonna disrespect my fucking house like that, motherfucker. I will slap the devil right out of your goddamn body. And then she was like, yes, sir. I'm sorry. Even the devil was like, even the devil was just like, hey man, your dad's kind of a hard ass. I need to like go back to the white girl's house. They let her do whatever she wants. The other day I was like throwing poop on the walls. I was spinning around, turning shit on fire. They don't tell her anything. Your dad's, he's scary. He has issues. But oh, Michael says, you got to track down an exorcism movie called Ava's Possession, the best I've seen. I have seen Ava's Possession. Really cool exorcism movie. Really, really stylish. I like that one, Ava's Possession. That's the one where they're like recording it, I believe, right? They're like recording it. It's like it's like for a reality TV show or something like that. Something like I want to say it's something like that. I feel like that's the movie you're talking about. But it may not be. It may not be some. May be some other movie. But yeah, The Exorcism. The Exorcism Believer. So fucking bad. I did not like it at all. So it's just so corny, so cringy. Just like, why, why do this to The Exorcist? And we're gonna have 2 more movies after this. We're gonna have an entire trilogy. I think the next one's called The Redeemer, because they really need to redeem themselves from this fucking terrible ass fucking movie. Oh, boom. Thank you. I'll be here all week. But yeah, speaking of terrible movies and things that will be here all week, my pick for the number 1 worst movie of the year is Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. God damn it, that song is so fucking that song is like an earworm. But yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's was just bad. This movie could have been kind of fun. This movie could have been fun. It could have been good. It could have been like a little bit better version of that Nicolas Cage movie, Willy's Wonderland. But this movie was just so bad. Like, oh my god. It was like tonally confused. It like at one moment it wants to be like a horror movie, then another moment it wants to be like a kids movie, then another moment it wants to be dealing with like family drama. And I just feel like pick a fucking lane and pick the horror movie lane. Kill more things. Be more scary. Like, this is a good fucking premise for a movie. This is a great premise for a fucking movie. Killer Chuck E. Cheese. Evil Chuck E. Cheese. Fucking great. Do it. But they did it fucking terribly. I hated Five Nights at Freddy's. I fucking hated this movie. And what I fucking hated even more was fucking people telling me, you don't know, Ryan, you're just not a fan of the games. You need to play the 57 games that fucking precede this movie. It's just like the games. Fuck the games. If that's what the games are like, fuck the games. Like, make this good. This is such a good fucking idea for a fucking movie, man. And I just hated the way they executed this. Hated the way they fucking executed this. It had some good spots in this movie, and I think that's what pissed me off even fucking more. That this movie could have been fucking good. It could have been fucking really fucking good and entertaining and campy. Instead, it was just so fucking bad. So fucking bad. Jesus Christ. I almost shot fucking Coke out of my fucking nose, all beer out of my fucking nose when I was drinking, when I saw Matthew Lillard fucking slinkily walk out in a fucking bunny suit. I was like, what is this? What the fuck is this? Like, this could have been really fucking good and really fucking scary. I won't lie, when he first came out with the eyes, I was like, oh shit, what is that? That looks scary. And then like they instantly were like, take the mask off. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, this movie, man. This fucking movie. And also, the characters are weird in this movie. The fucking cop character's weird in this movie. The brother is weird in this movie. Everybody's fucking weird in this fucking movie. I just did not fucking dig this. I don't know, man. This movie was just so badly done. I can see why it's the only movie that Peacock released this year, or the only movie in streaming in 2023 that released in the movie theater and on streaming. They should have just put this on streaming. This movie was just fuck. But yeah, there you have it, ghouls and gals. That was my picks for the top 10 worst movies of the year and the top 10 best movies of the year. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully you all like the podcast. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up for y'all in the year of 2024. And also, before we go anywhere, I just want to do one last cheers to you all. Cheers to you all to 2023, to 2024. Thank you all for supporting me in 2024, me and Sid, or 2023 rather. Thank you for supporting me and Sid. We really appreciate y'all. Thank you for everything y'all do for us. Fuck, man. Thank you for everything y'all do for the podcast. Y'all guys fucking rule. This one's for y'all. Yeah! Happy New Year. I love y'all. Stay safe. You all fucking rule. And I'm Ryan T, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in, ghouls and gals.
This is